My name is Leah, Petra and Rosa, and we are the Black Sisters. We're real sisters too. We come from West Papua. Our father is from Biak Island and our mother is from an island called Rumbepon off the coast of MelaPoly. And we moved here actually as the first refugees, West Papuan refugees, back in 1988. It was our 30 years anniversary this year. We moved over here with the Black Brothers family. Our father was the lead guitarist of the band called the Black Brothers, who are really well known and famous in West Papua. And they're really well known for their songs of freedom and just a big legacy and the influence that they left, not just in West Papua but throughout the whole Melanesian region. And so what we do is we're pretty much following on their footsteps, because unfortunately we're still fighting the same fight that they're fighting, and that is for independence for our beautiful country, West Papua.
Yeah, Petra?
Yeah. So yeah, that pretty much said everything. But yeah, I'm Rosa. I was born in Holland with Leah. When our parents fled Papua New Guinea in 1978, Leah and I were born there, and we moved to Vanuatu, and that's when Petra was born. And the Black Brothers at the time, the manager Andy had opened a studio. I think that's where the journey started. Leah and I had recorded our first album when we were, I don't know, 4 or 5.
You were 3 and I was 4.
Yeah, 3 or 4. So yeah, the journey continues, and now we're here.
Awesome. Well, thank you for providing some information to our viewer listeners. And you mentioned earlier a lot of your songs about the songs of freedom and raising awareness about West Papua. And so it's exciting to hear your latest release called Pasifika. Got it right this time.
Yes.
And listening to the lyrics and so forth, it's such an empowering song, especially for women from Pasifika.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that song, because we'll love to hear it later on, but tell us a little about that song and how they all came about.
Yeah, so basically there were a few different things that actually influenced the song. So obviously there's the issue of like domestic violence in Papua New Guinea, and we had a close friend of ours who lost one of her best friends through domestic violence, and we didn't know her personally, but it really affected us as fellow, Melanesian sisters. And it was just one day we just sat down and said, this is just too much, and we need to the best way we can share and, spread awareness about it is through music. So it started off like that, and then just discussing it more, it was about also thinking about our own West Papuan sisters in West Papua who, due to the colonization, they have that, there is still that identity. It's not an identity crisis, well, you can say it kind of is, but they just need to remember and be proud about their Melanesian roots, and that their image of beauty doesn't have to be straight hair and light skin. Be proud of who you are. And so yeah, one day we were actually just sitting in the backyard at Rose's house, and Leah had already started writing the song, and we actually were lucky to have our band here because our band members live in Vanuatu. So we were just, having a little sing-along in the backyard, and the song came together with our brother Gerald, who's our guitarist in Vanuatu, and another PNG brother, Baine Lamaima, of Twin Tribes. And the song kind of came together. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it was cool because it was having the brothers' input as well, and hearing them speak about how the importance of women in their lives as well, and hearing it from their side as well, where it wasn't just okay, it's all just about the women. It is, but hearing from them also that we are, because of us they can do everything and anything.
welcome back. You're still with the Voice of West Papua, streaming live from 3CR Radio, and still with us we have the lovely Black Sistaz with us, and we're digressing a little bit. Let's go back to the song that we were just listening to, which is called Biak Meros Karu. Thank
That's
you,
the one,
ladies.
Deb.
Can you tell, this was a beautiful song, and I love especially the beginning of it, the sounds of the waves of, I'm assuming back in the islands. Tell us a little bit about this song.
Well, this song is pretty much talks about the beauty of our island of Biak. As you know, our father is from Biak, and yeah, it talks about the beauty of our island, how it's a coral island, and it was actually written by our father's little brother. And when we went back home to Biak for the first time, or was it the second time? The second time we went back home, we asked him to write us a song, and that's when he wrote Biak Noskaru. And we had it on a piece of paper for such a long time, and it wasn't until last year that we put the words to some music. And yeah, it's a very important song to us because, well, Pet actually knows a little bit more about
yeah, basically the song is more you're thanking the people of the past, you're thanking the land, you're thanking your parents. It talks about how, yeah, the words literally are thank you for the land that brought me up, thank you for the parents who brought me up, and things like that, and how we long to go back. And you'll find a lot of songs in our father's language, in the Biak language, they all have that same message. There's so many songs that are in the Free West Papua movement, in the struggle, that come from that island, and they all have the same kind of message of like longing to go back and how you had to leave, you know. So as you know, there's like you would have heard of Arnold Up before. He's from Biak as well. So a lot of those songs that are pretty well known come from that island, were sung in that language anyway.
It's awesome that your songs, you've got a variety of different types of songs. That this song in particular pays homage to your homeland and the legends that have gone before us. So it's awesome to see that, you know, you've got a wide spectrum of types of songs that you guys sing.
Yeah, and I guess because we don't live in West Papua, we never got to live with our family, and this is our way of keeping our culture alive and being able to still practice our language. Although we can't speak it fluently, at least we can sing.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what we know how to do. That's our way of keeping it alive, and that's really important to us.
Yeah, and that's where music and song allows us to connect back to our homeland. And I remember a song that my father-in-law wrote called Country Mama, and it was him sitting in PNG thinking about West Papua. And I love that song because that's what we're doing here right now. We're in a different land, but our heart is still back in the island.
That's it.
And
especially when you've had to leave, when you're displaced, you know, when you're living in exile. It's different when the choice has been taken away from you, you know. It makes it so much more meaningful and so much more important to keep connected. Yeah.
And yesterday was International Human Rights Day.
That's right.
And you've touched on that, you know, when rights have been taken away from us and we've been displaced. You know, that's what human rights is about, that we've rights been taken away from us, that we can no longer be in it, but the place that we would rather be. So thank you, ladies. Let's go and listen back to finally listen to Mount Pasifika.
Sure.
And then we'll come back and have a chat about that song.
Awesome. Thanks, Edwin.
handsome one man forever. Son was life is strong, they no give up, no sign of strong. Hey, when you by go, you know why do you look forward for you know look back. By your something in your eyes. Stand up, more rise up, Mama Pasifika, you me stand up strong. Yes, you me stand up, oh sister Pasifika, you me stand up strong. Yes, you me stand up, oh rise up, Mama Pasifika, you me stand up strong. Yes, you me stand up, oh sister Pasifika, you me stand up strong. Yes, you me stand up, oh rise up, Mama Pasifika, you me stand up strong. Yes, you me stand up, oh sister Pasifika, you me stand up strong. Yes, you me stand up, oh rise up, Mama Pasifika, you me stand up strong. Yes, you me stand up, oh sister Pasifika, you me stand up strong. We got to stand up and rise up, Mama Pasifika, we got to stand tall. We got the world at our feet, Mama Pasifika, we got to stand strong. We got to stand up and rise up, Mama Pasifika, we got to stand tall. We got the world at our feet, Mama Pasifika, we got to stand strong.
Welcome back. You're still listening to the Voice of West Papua on 3CR Community Radio, 855 AM on your dial, 3CR digital and streaming live on www.3cr.org.au. Wasn't that an awesome song? Sorry, I'm a little bit excited. It's like women empowerment.
Thank you.
Sorry, this isn't a feminist show by the way. But ladies, what kind of response have you received from this song?
Oh, me? Okay, yes. We've had a lot of different responses from people in West Papua, Vanuatu, and even in Australia, like PNG, yeah. You know, it's the fans are just proud that, you know, there's West Papuan women or a West Papuan band internationally that are, you know, singing songs of freedom, singing songs to empower our people. Like, there's not very many people that are doing that are fully West Papuan, you know, or even have the opportunity that we get. So if I can say it in one word, they're just proud. You know, they're really proud and they're happy, and to hear a song about being proud about, you know, your dark skin, your brown hair, your curly hair, embrace it, because, you know, the youth in West Papua now, the young adults, they're all very influenced by beauty, like how beauty should look, you know. And when you have Indonesian models that are repping or representing West Papua and wearing the traditional clothing, it's not fair, because it's showing them that that's beauty, but it's not, because we're two completely different races. You know, we're black, indigenous, Melanesian women. We're black, we have frizzy hair. We, you know, there's a huge difference. And because they've grown up with TV commercials, with obviously the transmigration, you know, there's a lot of Indonesian influence. Not only do they colonize us, but they have the influence over the young people and beauty and everything. I mean, you know, we have Indonesian family as well, and it's nothing against the people. It's be proud of who you are. Be, you know, look outside, you know, educate yourself, because all you're just seeing what's there, but you don't actually, you're not seeing the real beauty of our mamas, of, you know, our women. Like, it just, it's actually sad because it's almost like they're conforming to that, and it's not the true beauty of West Papuan women at all.
And obviously
Hallelujah.
Yeah. Preach it, sister. So obviously the song is obviously empowering our young women and for all women in general, to be proud of who we are, whatever colour we are, especially for Pasifika women.
Yes.
Yes.
And to unfortunately our show is coming to an end, but to finish us off tonight, what is next for Black Sisters?
We have got a whole bunch of new music in the works, a couple of projects in the works. So just keep a lookout because 2019 we're coming at ya.
Yeah.
And but most importantly, at the forefront is West Papua and our love for West Papua and our people and our need for a referendum and for our struggle to be heard and for us to take everything back, our culture especially. So yeah, that's what's next.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies. We have thoroughly enjoyed having you guys here. And hopefully we can have you back, especially in 2019, to hear these new tracks that are going to come out. Please release it here.
Thank you.
Just a little hint.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Erwin, Joe, for coming. And to finish us off tonight, Erwin's got a song ready. And just the last announcement, we are still going to be broadcasting throughout the festive season, except for Christmas Day. So please stay tuned. And next up, we've got the Now Show. Thank you.
Thank you, Meteka.
Hey girl, do you know your worth? You're a warrior princess. Curly black hair, brown eyes. The way you walk, you talk, can touch and not